This isn't just a story about fitness. This is the story of a man who spent years running from himself. He ran from responsibility, from discomfort, from the truth he tried so hard to ignore, a truth that whispered to him every night, telling him that his life wasn't going the way he once dreamed. Every day felt like a loop he couldn't break. Wake up tired, go to work, sit for hours, scroll endlessly through social media, eat without thinking, sleep without resting, then wake up and do it all again. Life was moving forward, but he wasn't. He kept telling himself, tomorrow I'll start. Tomorrow will be different. But tomorrow never came. Days turned into months, and months quietly turned into years. He wasn't lazy. He wasn't weak. He wasn't broken. He was simply exhausted. Exhausted from carrying the weight of unspoken worries. Exhausted from pretending everything was fine. Exhausted from living a life that didn't feel like his anymore. At first, the warning signs were soft. A little extra weight, a little shortness of breath, a little fatigue after simple tasks. Nothing dramatic, nothing alarming, just small inconveniences. Until the inconveniences became obstacles. Until the obstacles became limits. Until the limits started shaping his life. And then, on an ordinary morning that looked just like all the others, everything changed. He climbed a flight of stairs, something he had done countless times. But this time, his legs trembled, his chest tightened, his heart raced like it was trying to escape. Every step felt impossible. When he finally reached the top, he wasn't just out of breath, he was afraid. For the first time in years, he felt real fear. Not fear of pain, not fear of judgment, but fear of what would happen if he continued living this way. Fear of losing more than just his health. Fear of losing himself. That fear stayed with him. It followed him through the day, into the night, echoing in his mind like a warning he could no longer ignore. But inside that fear, something else awakened. A spark. A quiet, steady thought. Not anymore. He didn't join a fancy gym. He didn't order expensive supplements. He didn't buy the latest fitness gadgets. He did something much simpler, something much harder. He took responsibility. He put on his shoes, stepped outside, and took the first step. That step was not just physical. It was a promise to himself, to his future, to the version of him that still believed change was possible. The first week was brutal. Every muscle complained. Every movement felt heavy. Running a few hundred meters felt like climbing a mountain. Push-ups, squats, stretches, everything demanded more than he expected. He wanted to quit. Many times, his mind said, why bother? His body said, this is too much. But his heart remembered the stairs. That moment of fear, that moment of truth, and he whispered to himself, I don't want to feel that way again. That sentence became his fuel. In the second week, the changes were small but powerful. His breathing became a little smoother, his steps a little lighter, his sleep a little deeper. Cravings for unhealthy food started fading. He didn't see a new body in the mirror, but he saw something even better. Hope, a spark, a glow in his eyes he hadn't seen in years. By the third week, the battle shifted. The struggle was no longer physical. It was mental. Motivation faded. Discipline became everything. He trained when he didn't feel like it. He ate right when he wanted comfort food. He stayed consistent, even when progress was slow, and he learned something life-changing. Motivation starts the journey, but discipline carries you to the finish. Little habits began to stack. Little choices began to compound. The small victories were becoming big changes. By the fourth week, the transformation was undeniable. Not just in his body, but in his mind, his mood, his energy, his spirit. He didn't become a fitness model. He didn't need to. He gained something far more valuable: confidence, clarity, stability, strength. His posture improved. His breathing relaxed. His thoughts became sharper. His mornings started feeling different, lighter, more purposeful. And then, he returned to the stairs. The same stairs that once defeated him, the same stairs that changed everything. This time, he climbed them with ease. No fear, no struggle, no shaking legs or racing heart, just steady steps. And he realized something powerful. Transformation isn't just physical. It begins in the mind. It begins with a decision. It begins with a single step. This story isn't just about him. This story belongs to anyone who feels stuck, anyone who feels tired, anyone who feels like they've lost control, to anyone who thinks it's too late to start. Listen carefully. It is never too late. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Right now. Start small. Start slow. Start imperfect. But start one walk, one stretch, one push-up, one healthier meal, one better choice. Everything counts. Every drop of sweat is a promise kept. Every effort is a brick in the foundation of your comeback. Every day you show up, you get closer to the version of yourself that you always dreamed of becoming. One day, you will look in the mirror and you won't just see a transformed body, you'll see a transformed mind, a transformed life. And when you stand where the old version of you once struggled, you'll smile. Not because you reached perfection, but because you refused to quit. Your journey begins today. Take that step. Embrace the discomfort. Push through the doubt. And watch your life transform one small victory at a time. This is your story now. This is your moment. This is where everything changes. And remember, this journey doesn't end here. This is just the beginning. Every day is a new chance to push a little harder, to grow a little stronger, to become a little better than yesterday. You don't need perfection. You don't need to compare yourself to anyone. All you need is that one decision to keep moving forward. So wherever you are right now, take a deep breath, lift your head, and remind yourself, you are capable, you are powerful, you are unstoppable. Your story doesn't end with weakness. It begins with strength. This is your time. This is your journey. This is your transformation. Keep going. I'll see you in the next step of your journey.